Hey everyone, I'm Felipe, and today my dad is going to show us how to make one of my favorite hometown treats, the arepa. Arepas are round, flat, unrisen patties made from maize dough. They're wildly popular in Colombia and Venezuela, typically eaten daily. They're pretty damn easy to make, so feel free to follow along. Let's start with the ingredients. You're going to need 2 cups of maize dough. You're going to be mixing that with some cheese. We like to use Chihuahua cheese because it's salty and melts well. You'll also salt to taste. Today we're using 2 tablespoons of salt and 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Finally, you're going to be mixing all of this in with 2 cups of water. Once you have all your ingredients set apart, you'll begin by mixing in some of the table salt into the 2 cups of water that you set apart. This salty solution will get mixed in with the maize dough. From here, you'll begin to knead the dough using the rollover technique that my dad is showing. You'll continue to do that until you develop a consistency like the one you see. Then, you'll continue by adding butter and kneading using the same rollover technique. Finally, it'll be time for the cheese. Just as you added the water and the butter, you'll begin by adding a portion of the cheese and kneading using the rollover technique. You'll know you're done when the dough has a smooth, even consistency throughout. Finish into a ball like this before moving on to the next step. Check out the rounding technique that my dad's using to make little arepa balls. Later, we're going to be flattening them out, so make them an appropriate size for, say, a hamburger. Flattening out into patties is kind of crucial, so we're going to show you 2 techniques. Here, my dad's molding by hand, flipping back and forth to create a pretty round structure, and then kneading around the corners so it's nice and perfect. Alternatively, you can use a press. Here, we're showing you how easy it is to make them with a plate. Notice how we're using a separator so that the masa, or the dough, doesn't get stuck to the plate or whatever board or surface you're working on. If you've managed to not make anybody mad, go ahead and shake up before moving on to the final step. You'll begin by placing each arepa on a hot griddle. Remember, you don't have to butter or oil this griddle because we've already mixed in the butter. On an electric cooktop like the one we have here, the heat should be set somewhere around 7, and you're going to want to leave these on for anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes. After that amount of time, you're going to flip them over to do the other side. An arepa is a lot like a grilled cheese. You'll know it's perfectly done when it's nice and golden brown on a side. Once both sides are to your liking, go ahead and plate the arepas before serving them. Arepas are great because they can be enjoyed in so many different ways. I like them with jams and jellies, and I've seen my dad eat them with eggs, ham, cheese, and a lot of other combinations. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy arepas.